Waubonsee Valley Math celebrated Pi Day last week with a pie throwing for the Matt Lawrick Scholarship fundraiser. The scholarship honors Matt Lawrick, who was a teacher, department chair, and coach at Waubonsee Valley from the time of its opening until his passing from lung cancer in 2002.
When you were hired to work under him, in your interview, he was all about, did you fit into the family? Like, he built a math department like no other. And so that's why, even if you look at the math department, it's such a close-knit group. And the numbers of people that have come back as a student who recognize that in the math department to be math teachers, and kids notice that.
I definitely didn't realize how much I enjoyed going to his class. When I hear people talk about him, I think about that in the job as department chair. Like, what am I doing that with relationships with students different than I could if I was only in the classroom, and things like that. So I think it makes me reflect more on what I'm doing now versus if I wasn't in this job and he hadn't had this job, I wouldn't have those, things to think about.
Lawrick was the first head football coach for the Warriors when the school opened in 1975.
They remember him loving football. He loved football, but he loves sports in general, but obviously football was his passion. So they talk a lot about that and his coaching, and they talk a lot about his relationships with the kids.
A kid would come off the field and they'd be like, sorry, coach, I missed it. And he goes, you gave your best effort and you almost got him. That's all I'm asking for. And he was all about the effort. And that's how he kept that positive, attitude both in the classroom and on the field.
I saw a quote from Marilyn Weaver, who was the principal at the time when he passed. She said something like, he created the first study hall for athletes. He just really wanted everybody to be successful, not just athletically, but across the board. We give a lot of awards to kids that do these extravagant things, right? Like above and beyond normal things. We try to give this scholarship to somebody who is basically the kind of kid that Matt would work with.
If you were the regular hardworking kid and just worked your butt off and came in for help and were like, I just don't get it, what's wrong? And you got a C, he would praise you for that as if you had a 4.0. You did everything you could with what you had. And that's why his scholarship is about the regular middle of the road kid who doesn't get all the accolades.
So I hope if students are nominated, they take it really seriously, because we take it real seriously, and truly answer the questions honestly. And because if you are deserving of this award, we would love to give it to you.
For Warrior Update, I'm Delilah Schreiber.